Hey, what's going on to all of my Sagittarius out there? So let's get into it. Let me shuffle up these cards real quick. All right. So the cards that I have for the Sagittarius is the Moon, the Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Cups, the Three of Cups, a lot of cup cards, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for the Sagittarius is you have the Moon, which represents you needed to have learned your issues. You needed to get over certain issues, which you did. Three of Wands is very good, right? You did. Then you have the Hanged Man. Very good progress, because this is you, Sagittarius, kind of learning from your mistakes. Definitely learning from your mistakes. Not kind of. Definitely learning from your mistakes. Doing the emotional work, not carrying on with the baggage after you left this person or separated from the person or stopped messing with the person entirely. And finally being ready to move forward. Wanting things for yourself, right? Wanting to move forward into the future healthily without, creating haphazard situations for yourself. The Hanged Man, realizing certain things about yourself, right? When you actually took that time off to be reflective, you actually figured out certain things about yourself. And because you figured out things about yourself or embraced things about yourself that you already knew you had, but just decided to embrace it, or figured things out about yourself that you didn't know, you're in even better shape. Because the Nine of Cups and the Two of Cups is about how you're very optimistic, right, to get back into a relationship, or I should say try to be in a relationship. You're very optimistic to do that, which is very good. You want to be in a relationship. You want to actually have something special with somebody. And you're keeping your eyes open. Excuse me, the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, excuse me. It represents how this is a situation for a lot of you Sagittarius where, again, you want something special with somebody, and you don't really want to be in a position where, you feel like the person isn't taking you seriously or they're giving you a hard time, which is exactly how it is that things should be, right? I say this all the time, if a relationship isn't meant to be, it will feel like it's forced. The relationship will be forced. You'll be in situations where you're speaking to somebody and you can tell that they're trying their hardest to ignore you or do all this, or you and the person will have something in common, right? I like motorcycles, right? And people, a lot of times there may be something in common that me and the person who I'm trying to get to know may have. Maybe they may like motorcycles, computers, or something like this. Really be interested in that. And that's one of the signs from the universe, so to speak, that you and that person can potentially really end up being in a relationship, because there's commonality there. There's kinship there. I was trying to say kindred, but same relationship. There's kinship there. And what I mean when I say kinship, I mean the two of you actually have things in common, right? Like is attracting like. So it's actually a situation that you and this person can actually be in a relationship, because the two of you are not trying to force it. A lot of times people in relationships in modern day context are really forcing the situation. You know good and well that you're not supposed to be in this relationship with this person. But a lot of people will be so hard-headed. No, I'm trying to force this. If it don't work, it don't work, Sagittarius. It's exactly like what Rick Ross said in one of his songs. Rick Ross says, "Zip the bag up. I can't count money anymore. It's too much. If it ain't right, it ain't right. It is what it is." Meaning the same thing. If it ain't right, it ain't right. So there's no point in trying to force the relationship to actually work. No, if it doesn't work out, if hanging out with that person's like pulling teeth, just be like, forget about it and keep moving forward. That's what I do in my own life. And the things that the Queen of Wands represents, how, and it will serve you a whole lot better, because the Queen of Wands is a person who maintains their dignity. And you Sagittarius are fire signs, which are wands anyway. So again, you not forcing situations and learning how to let go of situations. Just shrug your shoulders and be like, all right, whatever. And you Sagittarians walking off, it actually puts you in a very powerful position, because you're not forcing relationships to happen. Even if you like somebody, right? There's been times where I'm in the street, I'm speaking to somebody, and they're giving me the same okey doke, same things. I hear this a million times. I find dating to be hilarious. And they're like, nah, but when they already say, I'm literally already walking off. I've literally walked off, turned around, and walking off with my dog. And I'm not playing. So by the time they go, hey, but it was good seeing you, I ain't even turning my back to wave at them. I'm literally waving to what's in front of me or whatever the case may be, not even turning around. Hey, it was good to meet you too. Walking off with my dog. because people want you to be pressed. People want you to be out here doing all this type of dysfunctional stuff to get their attention, and they have deluded themselves, because it's like that's not how life really works. Any self-respecting Sagittarius, any self-respecting person, but because we're talking about Sagittarius, any self-respecting Sagittarius is not going to do that, right? Y'all are stallions for a reason. It's because y'all are untamed horses, right? In that sense, right? Half person, half horse, in the sense that you still have that element of that animal instinct in you, while at the same time you have the human side to direct that animal instinct. So don't worry, video about Sagittarius is coming. What I really think about Sagittarius is coming. Don't worry about it. A video coming about that. Y'all gonna want to tune in. But so for you Sagittarius to have this person really be out here on some delusional stuff, they've lost their mind, right? And that goes for anybody who's trying to get at Sagittarius. Any one of these cross watchers who are trying to get at Sagittarius, they're not the type of people who's gonna be pressed. And even if they are, they're not, because it does happen to Sagittarius. I will say that. It does happen to Sagittarius, especially with Cancer crabs, right? If the Sagittarius has a lot of experience up underneath their belt, that's going to be a tough time trying to get them caught up. Because it can happen to Sagittarius. I'm not even going to lie. The Eight of Cups and the Three of Cups represents how people who just got out of a relationship, who want to come at you, who want to try to get to know you, the Knight of Pentacles, you're not even with all of that, because you'll be able to see people coming towards you who supposedly want to get in a relationship with you, but the last relationship they was in a party type of relationship where they treated that person like crap, trying to party with them, or maybe they partied with that person where they still treated them like crap because maybe they talked to somebody else, holla at somebody else right in front of them or whatnot, or in the same party, or maybe go out to bars or you know what I mean? Don't go out to any bar with the person whom you're dating. Don't ever go out to a bar with the person whom you are dating. That is a bad idea. Why? because bars and things of this nature, clubs, are for single people by definition who are looking for hookups. So you bring in your potential significant other to a bar. You basically putting that person out there for the dating market for anybody else to come scoop them up. So the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles, like I said, is about how that's not working. A lot of you Sagittarius want something more. You want something more. You want something more serious with somebody. And you're looking for a person who wants something more serious with you or willing to build with you. Take a look at the person on the card, how this person is actually a blacksmith. They use their hands. They're building an entire workshop full of their own creations. And that's the type of relationship that a lot of you Sagittarius want. But don't worry, I'm going to talk to you Sagittarius about your relationships and how y'all get into relationship and your relationship type in the future. Don't worry about it. That video is coming. I got a lot of content coming out. Just stay tuned. I have a lot of content coming out. We're not even halfway of the content of that type of content, not the tarot readings, but that type of content. We ain't even begin to start yet. Truth be told, I got to do videos. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. Let's clarify this card. But I got to do videos on Venus and why the signs that Venus is debilitated in is actually an exaltation. So to clarify the Queen of Wands, I have the Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the Two of Swords. So the Ace of Pentacles is about, again, you know what you want. You know you want a real relationship at least. And you know you want a reciprocal relationship. You give, they give. You take, they take. But it's not so much that they're taking so much to the point where they're draining the life force out of you like a leech or a parasite. You want to actually give and be appreciated, and the two of you grow together. The Sun card represents, if not, you gotta, if not, if you don't get this level of reciprocation back, you Sagittarians are gonna have to go off on your own and do your own thing. But if you can get that level of reciprocation, then the relationship will pretty much be good, because a lot of you Sagittarians will really want to, you really do want a relationship, and you will actually cherish the relationship, right? Because Sagittarius is a zodiac sign that can be in a relationship. I used to think that they couldn't be, but it'll be very difficult, and it'll take you Sagittarius a while for you to be in one. That's one thing that you know what I mean, realize, because I know a lot of Sagittarius anyway. My brother's a Sagittarius. A lot of Sagittarius men. I know a lot of Sagittarius. One of my friends, one of my good friends that I know is a Sagittarius, and I've watched a lot of y'all and really peep game and ask y'all some questions. But the Two of Swords represents how one of the things that you've got to learn is that you've got to learn to let people open up to you, right? And that takes time, right? And if the person is unwilling to do that because they're guarded, they're interested in partying and you know, making all these types of distractions away from the concentration or the focus of the relationship, a lot of you Sagittarius are going to do what? The Sun. A lot of y'all are going to remember, and there's a horse on the card, right? So Sagittarius is half person, half horse. So you Sagittarius are going to go away. Y'all are going to leave them alone because they're on some funny stuff, because you can't build a relationship with someone who is too locked down, too shut down. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Let's clarify this card here. Okay, so you have the Knight of Cups, right? The Six of Pentacles, right? the Ten of Cups, right? So it's the same thing as it is I was saying before, right? The Knight of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, like I've been saying, you want a reciprocal relationship. You want a relationship where there's give and take, right? Give and take. This is you offering up your love. This is them giving right back to you in exchange. So you want something to where it's real. The two of you can grow and learn together. You don't want to be in a relationship where it's a situation where it's just you giving and giving and giving, and the person is just like this. The person is just smug, confident, allowing you to give them, right? And they they never do anything. So the thing is that the Six of Pentacles is that you want them to want to give to you. And then you have the Ten of Cups. If you can have that, that'll be great. But if not, you'll just appreciate it for what it is in a short period of time and continue to move on, because you're still looking for this. Comment on the video, all right? Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to get this channel to 2,100 subscribers. Currently, we have 2,015 subscribers, so make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, and make sure to set the notifications to all so you can get notified whenever it is I drop these videos, because I'm dropping a lot of videos for y'all. I got a lot of material coming. Peace.